Hello, YouTubers. This is going to be a different coding education from what I usually done. I'm going to try and run or code for times tables. It's just a little simple application to how to use times tables, and in this we're going to be using arrays and for each statements to actually accomplish the same. It's just a little app for somebody to just play around with and use multiplication. It's kind of a combination of things that we've used. It will take a standard input from the keyboard, use a native JavaScript library, and output the results to console. There's going to be no HTTP. It's just going to be pure console and editing. Okay, right. We'll start by, as you know me, I'm going to be starting with a little comment. Uh, so let me just do this. This first times table application. Okay, so we're going to import the library. So we're going to use a read line library. So we just declare constants. Read. We call it read line, and it'll require equals require. And it's a native one, so it's not going to. We're not importing any frameworks from npm, so it's going to be just read line. Dot. We're going to create interface. It's going to be standard. It's going to be input. First will be the first object. Input. We're going to look at std process dot standard in, and ahead of myself. The output would be process std out. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so we're going to just introduce a question. So request input from the console. Just quickly, let me just say read line dot question. Open. The question would be enter number between 1 and 12. That should do 12. And then we'll put it, the variable. We have to the variable would be input number. We would then we just put an error, catch error thing code in there. So we just so we're using the arrow function. Okay, so just to check for errors. Let's see. If this thing keeps coming up there. Sorry. There we go. Let's put a comma in there. If input number, is less than 1, or you can use that, or input number is greater than 12, then we just throw an error. Just put it in quotes, enter, oops, yeah, enter number between my spelling, between 1 and 12. Okay, and we just say else there, else console.log. We just console log there. We'll just use the E6 standard input. Input number. That's what we just say input number, which will be the value times. Times table and times table. That do. Okay, and just so that we check the errors. Then we can now create our array now of numbers. Everything's in numbers. So times table. So let's times camel times table equals the array. We just say so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's how we used to do it in junior school. Okay, so we're going to now run a for each statement. Let me just console log a kind of an output, which we're looking at console.log, just to create a gap there, and then console.log, and we just put an asterisk, so it just create a demarcation between. Okay, that should do it. Let me put a little indentation there, or some, so it's gaps. I'm going to formatting it properly so we can, when the output comes on screen, it should be fine. Okay, so for each, and then our array is times table, and the element for each element there, and we're going to we're just going to store it in a variable. So let answer equals the number, that's a input number, times the element, and we're going to, should be able to console log the statement, console.log, and we put, we're going to use the back quotes again, and that's it, element, and multiply. We just declared that it's going to go in there, set element, so let's go multiply it by going to be input number, and we're going to say equals to, again using E6, answer. answer. Remember to put that there. So let's see what happens. I'm going to close this read line, so I'm going to close the read line. Okay, let's see. Read line, dot close. Okay, and that should be it. Let's test. Let's see if that works. So first of all, what we've done, we've taken an input from the keyboard, from the terminal, and then this would be the input part. This is a read line question, and then we're going to do a check. We're checking for the number, so it should be less than. It shouldn't be less than 1, and it shouldn't be greater than 12. So it should throw an error if that happens. Else, it just display input number times table. So, and then we have our array here, 1 to 12, and then this is just for formatting when it produces the results. And then for each statement, for each element, 1 through to 12, we store the value in answer. So it will multiply that by that, and it will give us the results here. And then using E6 standard, the element, which is that in there, and then in the number would be answer, and it will provide us with the answer. Let's see if that works. Let's see what files we have. Oops. Clear again. ls. We have times table. So we just copy that. Copy. And say node. Control V. Input number. And let's do error checking first. 13. And it throws an error. And then if we throw, let's try 0, hopefully, and it throws an error. So let's clear screen again. Oops. Clear screen, and then run that again. 4, for instance. There we go. 4 times table. Okay. So this is just a simple application for anyone who wants to try and run and produce an application from JavaScript and Node.js. Okay, thank you, and see you in the next video.